Rochester Reading Champions is a literacy intervention program that works with underserved, struggling readers in our community.
I had a hardship in my life when I was in jail, and I was tested for dyslexia because it was a new program that they were trying to bring into the jail for people. And I was tested, and it came apparent that I was like eligible in need of this program, and I knew that I could always read stuff. I just couldn't put it together, and so it's really helped me make strides towards my future with my being able to understand like simple things, treatment stuff for my addiction, and so it kind of coalesced with each other, and I was just very fortunate to walk into it and very fortunate to take advantage of it.
In Wayne's case, this really helped build not only his reading skills, but his self-confidence as well. And we see this over and over again with the students who we work with in our program.
When I first got tested for it with Faye and Gal, and I could see in their eyes that, yeah, we're going to help this guy because, if he gives himself to this program, this would be a good outcome. Not realizing how good of an outcome it was going to be later on during my stay there, but it's really came along a lot. I mean, I could read, for say, and my scores kept coming up and coming up.
Our students have experienced these really positive things in their life that they never really expected because of their involvement in Reading Champions. For example, Wayne was able to reconnect with his son. After we had started working together, he plucked up the courage to write a letter to him.
And now I have a talking relationship with my son. And it's awesome.
It's really been fun working on reading with our students because we get to offer them materials that not only will help build skills, but really kind of give them a little bit of that sense of the joy that we get from reading. And that happened with the choice that Wayne made when it came to his latest reading material. I gave him two choices. He could do Jack London's Call of the Wild, or he could try this guy called Shakespeare.
That's something that I always wanted to do with the Shakespeare stuff back in, growing up when that kind of stuff was being taught to people in school. And I just couldn't put it together. And now I'm doing a lot better and I'm comprehending more and enjoying it. This above all, to your own self be true, and it must follow as the night, the day, and you cannot then be false to any man. Farewell, my blessings go with you.
So for each student, we do a pre-check when they start and a post-check towards the end of their placement. And for the students who have graduated, they have gone up 2.5 grades in reading, 2.5 grades in spelling. It's been wonderful to watch.
Tell me a little bit about how reading was for you before Rochester Reading Champions.
It was hard, mostly because I didn't really know much English. And it was harder to read while everyone was reading chapter books. I was still reading little kid books. So I'd always get teased. And it sucked, and I didn't really know how to spell words. So we always had these spelling tests on Friday, and I'd go get like 1 out of like 20.
And how did that make you feel?
Bad. Because while other kids got like 20 out of 20, I only got like 1 out of 20.
When we started the program in 2014, we really hoped we'd see academic growth. But what we never realized was, coupled with that, we would see how vested our tutors would become and what profound changes reading made in our students' lives.
Kids get to a point where they just, I don't know, something just kind of clicks and they really take off. It's just so rewarding to see kids go from, thinking of reading as frustrating and not fun to being captivated by what they're reading and excited about their progress, and you see a lot of growth of self-confidence. So it's very, very rewarding.
Reading is such a fundamental life skill in our society today. And if you're a struggling reader and you have financial resources, you can get help. But if you lack those resources, it doesn't matter how much potential you have, your options are really going to be limited. So that's where Rochester Reading Champions comes in. We, because of our wonderful and dedicated volunteers, and because of our invested partners and donors, because of the support of our community, we can change that. We can unlock that potential. We can change lives. And really, at the end of the day, that benefits all of us.